morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever in the world you might happen to be. My name is Ghost Dog, and got a lot going on. A lot to talk about and whatnot. So we're going to see if we get some people in here. So, yeah, this is it. I've got too much stuff going on, too much health related stuff going on, uh, and other stuff. I simply, for at least right now, for a good while, am not going to be able to live stream. I can't see. It took me 3 hours to put together this background, which should only took me like 15 minutes. I had to use my camera to actually see what I'm pushing and poking and clicking on. So this is it. Now I'm going to be breaking this. I'm going to be doing this all day, but because the medication I'm taking makes me so tired, I'm going to have to take breaks. But yeah, today will be the last time I stream for a very long time. My health just not letting me do what I need to do anymore. And kind of the reason why I haven't been on for a good while anyways. Update on car. Car is completely put together. Completely put together. The only issue we got right now is we can't get it started. There is something preventing from blocking from the fuse box to the rest of the accessories. No headlights, no horn, no nothing. But everything is put together. Cars, all intents and purposes, should just start right up. But it won't. And now that my vision is so bad, I can't even see and look around for things. And it's hard to explain what to look for to other people. Now we can get a professional mechanic to come out, but it's going to cost money, and we don't have the money for that. It's going to cost like $200-300 just to get somebody to come out and look at the car. Another reason this might be a show is last show is our phones are already turned off, but this might be the last day we have internet, and if the internet gets turned off, we're not going to be able to communicate with anybody, and that's all there is to it. So anybody wants to leave a farewell or bon dia, whatever that word is. See ya later. Gifts. This will be your opportunity to do it, because after today I won't even be able to do any more fundraisers or nothing. I have no way of raising funds. So we've been holding out. Today's it. If I could get enough to get our phones turned back on, or at least get the internet turned back on, I'll be happy. Because I got to set up doctor's appointments and everything else. I just got out of the ER here a couple days ago, a few days ago, and there is a serious issue that I haven't really told anybody about, and but it is serious enough that they're keeping an eye on it, and it has something to do with my white blood cells. They're elevated a little bit, and they think they know why. All right, I'm going to stop talking until people show up. I haven't even told Colleen. People start typing. I got my iPad here so I can at least see it somewhat. Yeah. And it isn't just live streaming, it's YouTube, period. I simply can't do it anymore. I'm too fucked up. So do share this out. Get the word out. This isn't a fundraiser, but if you want to leave a gift, a parting gift, it would be accepted, greatly accepted. Just like I said, after this, that there's no more fundraisers. I can't see to do them. I don't have the energy for it. So anything anybody gives us would be greatly appreciated. Like I said, we do have some outstanding bills, and that's a fact. The only good thing about anything is Cully does get her SSI and Sage. We're able to keep a roof over our head with rent. But the rest of the bills, I don't know how we're surviving. I really don't. Food-wise, we do get EBT, but not enough to last a whole month. And it's getting towards the end of the month, and we are dry. We're out of bread, we're out of milk, we're out of everything. Like I said, this is going to be, it's the last live show broken up over the day. Because like I said, I have to rest. I get too tired. The medication they gave me is just ridiculous. Good thing is it does calm the nerves down. I'm not as in much pain. I'm still in pain. And that sucks because I ran out of my pain medication, ibuprofen, aspirin, and stuff like that. I ran out of that yesterday. So I'm only surviving on the two medication. One of them was supposed to be for pain, but It ain't doing shit. It ain't doing nothing for me. Done sold off the last piece of equipment we could possibly sell. That was our generator here a few days ago. That's why you haven't seen this for a week or anything like that. So now we just pray and hope to God a miracle comes by, you know. To be absolutely honest, altogether we're about like $1,000 in the hole. And I have no fucking clue how I'm ever gonna be able to come up with that. I would absolutely shit myself if somebody dropped $1,000 on us. That would turn on the phones, it would turn on the internet, it would pay for somebody to come out to the car, and possibly get some food to the house. But I'd probably get struck by lightning before that ever happens. We did have a good gentleman out there that probably was capable of doing something like that, but he's long gone. I haven't seen him in ages. Yeah. Get the word out. This is it. This is it, folks. I simply can't do it anymore. I can't see. The cataracts in my eyes are so bad. The left eye's been gone for a while, for a couple months now, but the right eye is getting so bad that I can barely see anything unless it's right in my face. And even then, I have a hard time seeing what I'm looking at. I've been lightheaded, dizzy. I've already fallen a couple times. I fell down the steps here a couple days ago, because I couldn't see the steps. I thought I was at the bottom on the first landing, and apparently I wasn't. And I'll tell you what, folks, we got an old air conditioner sitting sideways, and there are a lot of sharp edges. How I did not fall on any of that is a miracle in itself. But yeah, now my stepping, I really am in bad shape. I really, really am. Am I going to doctors? Yes. I just, like I said earlier, I did get back from the ER because it got so bad that I was only getting like maybe 1 or 2 hours of sleep a night. And in so much pain, I couldn't even move. Nothing could touch me. So they took 2 CT scans, one of my brain, and unfortunately there's nothing wrong with that, surprisingly. And then they took one of my gut area. They took a chest ray, x-ray of my chest, took 5 vials of blood out of me, got a bag of IV in me, and I had to go because I couldn't even stand up, and I was almost passing out, if not passing out. It was bad. And I'll tell you what, even after the IV and the CT and the medication, I'm still getting lightheaded every once in a while. When I stand up or I start moving, I gotta kind of steady myself. And like I said, they did find something in the chest X-rays. It involves white cell count elevated. Now they're not 100% sure, but they sure are watching it, and that's what they told me. They are going to watch it. So the next time I get, they're referring me to a primary doctor. I'm waiting on that, so I could go see a regular doctor, and then I guarantee you they're going to be taking more chest x-rays. And I tell you what, you know, not even Colleen knows. You guys will probably be the first to hear what they found. Now, it ain't the root cause of why I was dizzy and sick like that, but they did find that, and they are concerned about it. But yeah, uh, we're at a standstill. That's what we're at a standstill. As far as the car is concerned, there's nothing else I can do. There simply isn't. I'm just not an expert, especially when it comes to electronics, the electrical system. So until we could figure out how to come up with money to get somebody to come out here, the car sits in the driveway, ready to go. It's all put together. All the parts are in. It's been ready to go for over a month now. It's just that we can't get it to turn over. We can't get it to start. And it isn't a starter issue because we can't even get juice to turn on the electrical components. No lights, no horns, no nothing. That does not turn on. No dome lights. Sage had one guy come over that works on cars and whatnot, but he admitted it to himself, to me himself that it's usually engines he works with. He doesn't work with electrical. So he took pictures and said he's going to do some research and talk to other fellow mechanics and whatnot. But I do know for a fact that this Sage did talk to somebody that will come out and look at the car, but it's going to cost. And we don't have the money for that. Unless I can raise some money today, if I can get enough donations, farewell gifts, uh, maybe then we could get it. But otherwise, we could do it, but it's going to take 3 or 4 months of saving here and there. I know next month, if we don't get the car running, I'll have to clean the garage out so we can hide our car because the registration expires next month. And if the city sees the car sitting there with the expired registration, they will tow it. They will tow it. Hell, they wanted to tow it when it was on jacks. They thought it was abandoned. So like I said, this is not a fundraiser, but we will accept gifts. Matter of fact, I'm hoping and praying people gift. Because whatever you gift and whatever I could get today is going to have to work for our family for the next whatever. But yep, today's it. Today is the last day. I simply can't do it no more. I'm too weak. I'm too bad of a shape. I can't see anything anymore. I knew it was coming. It's just, damn. I was hoping the car would be running. And I won't be able to go live again until after I get my eyes fixed. And like I said, if our internet gets cut off tomorrow, we can't even communicate. So if you try texting me or calling me or something like that, and I don't answer back, that's because I can't see it. I won't see it. See, right now, the only way we're working our phones and our iPads and laptops is through the internet. And that's basically limited to texting and messaging. Shoot. But yeah, it's been fun. I'll tell you what. Had a lot of ups and downs the last few years of doing YouTube. It's kind of funny. Through the years of being a YouTuber, I've gone to different social medias, Trovo, and other stuff like that, DLive, but you always come back to where you started. Hi, baby girl. Our puppy came up. Anybody got any questions or want to know anything? Just hit me up. I should go find my phone, see if anybody does gift me. I can at least thank them right away. I tell you what, I'm going to make some people happy that this is my last live stream. They tried their damnedest to get me taken off of YouTube a couple years ago. They lost, but they sure tried their damnedest. Made up all kinds of bullshit stories about me. Yeah, I can't even watch TV or anything. Life sucks right now. Life really does suck. So how have you guys been out there? How's the world treating you? Does my chat even work? Hello? Anybody out there? Who is Roxy barking at now? Hush, Roxy. Yeah, we have a vehicle we could borrow. It's our neighbor's vehicle. But it ain't gonna do us any good because our phones are off. Hello? Who is that? Is that Fallen? Hey, bestie. Yep, this is the last one, girl. My vision has gotten too bad. And I'm too weak. And after today, if I can't get gifted at least $200, you're not going to be able to talk to me for a good while. Because I've already told you guys the phones are off. But tomorrow, the internet may get shut off, and that's our only communication. I can't read what she wrote. So we're going to have to pull out the iPad. Yeah, but that ain't helping me much. As I told you, I think I told you, I'm still getting lightheaded and dizzy. I drink a half a gallon of water a day. I just don't have the energy anymore. I wish I did. No, they haven't contacted me yet. Today's the last day they could get a hold of me. Yeah, I've done run out of all my pain medication. And this prescribed pain medication they gave me, it doesn't work at all. It really doesn't work at all. The only medication they gave me is for my nerve endings, and it does work, but only like 50%. But I'll take it, you know. I will take it. But yeah, I am going to need to get back to the doctors. Because like I said, uh, they did see something with my white cell count being elevated a little bit. And they are seeing something in my chest x-rays. They're not worried about it, but they are concerned. And as soon as they get me to another doctor, they're going to be taking more x-rays. All I know is I'm really weak and I'm really tired all the time. I've been sleeping so much my hips are killing me. I gotta stand up a minute. I gotta find my phone. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. It's okay. Alright, sorry about that. Mr. Hades wanted to say hi to me. Oh, I gotta say goodbye to people. Besides, as you should know, Jojo, that bed resting crap is fucking for the birds. My hips hurt so bad from resting. And like I said, if uh if I can't be gifted at least $200 today, this will be the last time you'll talk to me and be able to talk with me or communicate with me until we can save enough funds to get the internet turned back on. So I'm taking advantage of it, Jojo. That's what I'm doing. Because I love a lot of you guys out there. I love you, Jojo, Fallen Angel, Cute Kitty Kitty. I can't just disappear. Because knowing you guys, after a month of not hearing anything from me, y'all fucking would go nuts. Probably send the cops after me. Give me a second. I gotta read everything you're reading. Alright. Oh shit, come on. Oh, I agree with you. Hello, Chad. Yeah, Sage is really helping out. Is what's actually keeping the roof over our heads right now. I mean, you only can do so much if you don't have a vehicle, and that's basically, the truth. It's kind of surprising how important a vehicle is until you don't have one no more. It really is. You don't realize how important, how much how much you take for granted. But yeah, the rest of the house is really, really watching over me. Anytime they come, I start going down the steps. They're the first ones. All right, Dad, take it easy, slow down, do this, do that. If Sage is around, she'll be holding my back, so I don't tip over or anything else. So they're doing a lot. It's just they only can do so much. But I am resting. Trust me, I have no choice but rest. That one medication, it really, really makes you tired. It's just you sleep, you get up, you sit up for a couple of minutes, and the next thing you know, you're going right back to sleep. You just cannot take it anymore. Hello, small one, light one. Uh, so did your friend bail us out with the internet?
It's not that. It's the fact that he's at a funeral right now for his friend.
But is he going to bail us out?
At most likely.
Let's hope so. Because I may not be able to. I always had to call you twice to help me set this up. I couldn't see anything. I had to get the iPad out so I could actually blow it up enough so I could actually see it. That's the biggest reason why I'm saying this is the last live stream, because I simply can't see. It's everything is just really, really blurry to me, and I'm not going to make a big deal out of it because there are other people out there who've had uh, what cataracts I think it's called and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and it can be fixed. It can be fixed, except that I have to go to Green Bay to get mine fixed. And Green Bay is 70 miles away from here.
At most.
Unfortunately, our town doesn't have it. And who the hell is writing a really big, long sentence? Because I have a hard time reading that.
Let me see. JoJo. That's what.
I can't. I want to blow this up somehow. Trust me, we've been brainstorming. And working from the house, don't even try that because we've tried all the computer stuff. Even that one site you gave to me never came back.
Not a lot of stuff works. So. What?
I know I'm going to be going for SSI here. Otherwise, like I said, I don't even know how many years I've been. Uh, we could yell. Oh, we got a lot of ideas, JoJo. We got a lot of ideas. Trust me, we brainstorm a lot. I know Colleen's been looking for a job for the past week now, but we're limited to what she could do. I know all about how to apply for a job, old woman. But I tell you what, I love YouTubing. I've met a lot of really good people. People I probably would have never known were were there. If it wasn't for YouTube. Hell, I met my bestie through YouTube. You got to meet her personally. Met JoJo. Well, actually, JoJo and Ghost Mafia were hunting me for the longest time, lurking and whatnot. I do too, JoJo. I really do. But yeah, now I got most of my friends here. I will tell you what. One of the things the doctor did find during my X-ray. Yeah, I know she's got to be careful because that's how she lost her SSI the last time. Again, we have to be careful. We can't just she can't just go out and get any job because she did that once, because SSI wasn't paying enough, to pay the bills and stuff like that, and she got caught. They cut her off, and somehow she managed to get back on it. So yeah, I know all about. We know all about that. That's again another reason why she can't just grab anything that comes available because of that fact. This household, we figured out, I'm sure everybody's figured out how much it costs a month, is around close to $2,000 a month to live in this house. That's including rent and all the bills and stuff like that. So, yeah, I know I'm going to be applying for it, and I'll have to worry about, having it cut off because I simply can't work anywhere. Not until this shit gets fixed. And, all right, y'all sitting down? Y'all ready to hear what's going to happen, what they found? JoJo will probably figure it out in a heartbeat. But, during my blood tests and my chest x-rays, uh, one of the things they found is my white blood cell count is elevated. Not a lot, but it is elevated. And they think they know where it's coming from. They're saying they're seeing pulpits. I don't know if I'm saying that word correctly, but there's shit in my lungs that they're really concerned about. They're not freaking out or anything like that, but they are concerned enough that they want to keep an eye on it to make sure it is benign or whatever the medical terms are. So that is the biggest thing. And you guys are the first to know it. Hell, the family doesn't even know, but I don't want to tell the girls, so especially Paige. Paige will lose it. And if you guys can put two and two together, you know what they're looking at, what they think could be happening. So that's the big secret right now. As far as why I'm getting dizzy, lightheaded, and stuff, don't know. It could be. It could be because I was extremely dehydrated. As far as the nerve endings, why the nerve endings are firing off, I don't know. They don't know. Uh, Again, they're referring me, assigning me a primary doctor, and they're supposed to be getting hold of me so I could get a hold of them and continue going to the doctors. But for all intents and purposes, yes, I am going to the doctor. I have gone to the doctor. I went to the ER. Again, I've had 2 CT scans. Good thing is, well, I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but nothing wrong with my brain. And they took my stomach area. They didn't see any issues, even when they put the dye in me. They didn't see the issues, so that's a good thing, as far as my liver, kidneys, and stuff like that. Uh, they didn't see any issues with that. Okay, thank you, Jojo. Now, one thing they did find out that kind of freaked him out, but once I told him, I was telling the doctor, he says, yeah, we're really worried about your lungs because they really look messed up. I said, does it look like a road map or a battlefield? And he's like, yeah. I said, I've had that since I was a child. See, when I was a child, I used to get pneumonia all the time. All the time. I turned my head, I got pneumonia. Flicked my nose, I got pneumonia. And anybody that knows anything in the medical field knows anything about what pneumonia does to your lungs, it scars it. And these scars don't go away. So you can imagine multiple pneumonias as a child. My lungs look like a road map uh, or a battlefield. And I didn't know that until, about 20 some, 30 some years ago when I had pneumonia and went in and got my chest x-rays. I got to see them. And yeah, it does. It looks like somebody went in there with a chainsaw and just just hack and slack my entire lungs. So when the X-ray people look at my lungs, if they didn't know the story, I can see them being really concerned. But like I said, the one thing that does concern me, it does concern me a little bit, is my white blood cell, and they took it twice to make sure they had the correct readings. And yeah, it's the same reading. It is elevated a little bit. I don't know enough about what that truly means, but I have a good understanding of what it could be. So, when we get my regular doctor, they'll be definitely checking more into that. Uh, like I said, then they got to figure out why my nerves are so fucked up. And it's all on my left side, and that's what's really weird. It's all my left side. Now, hey Jojo, I do have a question for you. If you're still there, I hope she's still there. Uh, it never hurt before I went in, and after the hospital, the IV, but that dye that they put in me, the CT scans, between my knee and my groin on the inside of my left thigh, it hurts. And it runs all the way down to my knee. It'll pulsate every once in a while, and it hurts. What the fuck is that about? And hello, I miss, somebody came in and said yes. Melanie. Hello, Melanie. Acknowledge me. Good to see you, Miss Melanie. Yeah, folks, it isn't, as far as the last show thing, last live stream stuff, it's not because something bad happened or anything else like that, or, I'll get kicked off or nothing. It's nothing like that. It's just, I simply can't do it anymore right now. And that's why I put a question mark on there, because I'm a fighter. I really am. But I also know when to stop fighting, because all I can do is hurt myself or just make shit worse. And the medication I'm on, it makes me so tired. I don't know if that's the reason I'm so weak, but it does make me really tired. And I wanted to stay on. I was hoping to jump up on Eddie and Jen's show last night, because I haven't been up on their show in a long time. But yeah, I don't want to do it. I love YouTube. Like I said a little bit ago, I met a lot of good people, a lot of great people. Hell, I've made new families with people. YouTube has been a big part of my life as far as meeting people. I fell asleep. I was too tired. Chad, I'm telling you, I had to put my shoes on because it was hurting my feet, but I'm sitting here. All right, give you an example. When I stood up to go get my phone to see if any donations were coming in, uh, I had to stand there for a couple of minutes because I got lightheaded. Now, could that be because I just stood up too fast? Could be. I do know my blood pressure, if anybody's interested, was ranging anywhere from 111 all the way up to 167. The second part was always stayed between 70 and 60. But my blood pulse never once dropped below 100. Not once. Even just sitting there, did it ever drop below 100. So my blood pulse is really racing. even at a relaxed state. Because what are you going to do when they got an IV in your arm and they tell you to keep your arm straight, and then they got all kinds of wires attached to you? You ain't going anywhere. You ain't doing too much. Yeah, you really are not doing too much. So you just gotta sit there. But yeah, the monitor never ever went down below 100. I wonder, is there a way you could get your test results from the ER? I know you can get it from the regular doctors, but can you get it from an ER? You can ask for your records. Okay. You know, something funny. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of it. I know the guy Googled it. The technician Googled it, and he couldn't find anything. You never heard anybody make a comment before. But you know, when they were scanning my brain, God is my witness. Put me on a lie detector machine. I don't care what you say. I could feel the scanning. It was literally, I could feel it going across my forehead. Anybody ever heard of that before? It was like they were slicing my head. I thought it was normal, to be honest. I tell you one thing, if I could get some extra money, I'm gonna buy some frickin' Q-tips. I could go without milk, but I need fucking Q-tips. Every time I lay down, I could feel the wax moving around. Oh, come on, tell me there's some big ones in here. Again, folks, I will be doing this all day, even though it says last live stream. It's the last live stream for the day, so I will be taking breaks here and there. But like I said, I just can't do it anymore. At least not right now. I mean, it's pretty sad watching me maneuver and doing things around here. Just to look at the refrigerator, because we don't have no lights in the refrigerator. Uh, I have to use a flashlight in broad daylight just to see what the hell's inside the refrigerator. I'm in sorry shape, that's for damn sure. Oh, this is one time, Paul, and I wish you got paid on Wednesdays. Come on, where's the hole? Yeah. Oh, another thing I found out. I lost another 50 pounds. I am literally half the man I was, what, 5 years ago. Everybody leave me? I gotta come up with 25 bucks somewhere. But yeah, I am going to be going to the SSI. That'll give me 1,050. That's the max for a single person in the state of Wisconsin. Would love to get on SSDI, because that's up to what, $4,000? So, yep, that's what's going on, folks. That's where my life is at. I need to get some ibuprofen, some Aleve or something. So if anybody out there wants to help me out so I can get that stuff, I'd be greatly appreciated. Otherwise, it's going to be a week or two before I could get any extra cash. Yeah, the one medication. It's really weird because this pill is so tiny. Anybody know what a nitroglycerin pill looks like? Anybody ever seen one of those? They're extremely tiny. And the reason I know what they look like is because my dad had them. Uh, he always had a couple in his pocket in a small vial because he used to have heart attacks, and everybody in the house knew where the vial is. His front right pocket, always in his front right pocket. Well, the one medication they're giving me, it's the same size. I don't know about the color or anything, but it is almost identical to that. And I'm like, I'm a big boy, and this little tiny thing is supposed to be doing something for me, and it's supposed to be for the pain. And I'm right, it ain't doing shit for the pain. So I take ibuprofen, which helps out, and it gets really, really bad because it does get bad at night. Sometimes uh, I'll take a leave with it just to shave off the pain so I could actually sleep. Well, right now there's nothing I can do about it because I don't have the extra funds. Like I said, this ain't a fundraiser, but if anybody wants to donate and help me out, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. 5, 10, 20, 50 bucks, anything. Everybody leave me? Anybody out there? Last night, Collie made some taco stuff. We didn't have any sour sauce, but we did have some cheese. And the funny part is I only eat half of it because any more I was going to throw it up. Half a burrito. Somebody donated. Nope. Need to come up with at least 25 bucks. Somehow. One time I really wish Jerry was still here, out there. He alone could actually fix. He alone could fix a couple of our problems. Aw, don't you hate that? I stepped on one of our cats uh, a while ago last year, I think it was. My room was dark, and one of the cats was under my bed. And when I walked in, I must have stepped on its tail or something, but wow. You'd think I skinned him alive. Like I said, I will be doing this all day, but I've got to take breaks. Anybody out there can help out with, for right now, like 25 bucks, I'd be greatly appreciated. Otherwise, I'm just going to go sleep. Lay down for a couple hours. I'm not even going to turn the computer off. I'm just going to leave everything on. Just shut the show down for now. That way I'll update you guys what's going on. But yeah, the family is really in need of help. But like I said, I'm not doing a fundraiser. It's up to you. Let you guys decide if you want to help or not. God will tell you if we're deserving. But I'm out here to thank people and try to get the most out of I can for the last day. 'Cause I do love each and every one of you out there. You all matter to me, and that's the truth. Okay, folks, I'm going to take a break. I hope after I wake up, maybe there's a few bucks in my PayPal or something. That would be nice. Oh, man, you don't know how many times I wake up and the first thing I do is I check my phone. Hey, did anybody donate to me? Anybody give to me? I had a couple times where I woke up and there was actually a donation. And I was like, wow. And then I sit there and I tear up. But anyways. All right, folks. Like I said, I'm just going to take a break. I will be back. So stay tuned. Turn your notifications on and be safe out there.